Well, it's a cool scene.
It is. He's awesome.
He's so like badass. He's so cold-blooded. And I always thought it was kind of like a punk move on her.
Be in the chat saying that you look like you were enjoying that.
Maybe I was. But she does like a punk move kind of thing, and she gives up the other planet to save her own. Like, what if he had blown up Dantooine instead of Alderaan? Like, she's okay with all those people dying, but not her family. I mean, I thought that was kind of a punk move on her part, but he doesn't care anyway. He's just badass.
Totally badass.
Badass.
I have a question. Like why does like Tarkin, like when he speaks, like Vader listens?
That's
you know what I mean? Like
that's
Vader,
a damn good question. I wondered that too. It's like I thought, I mean, this is of course in retrospect of everything else. I thought he would only report to the Emperor. Like he was second in command above the entire galaxy. Why is he taking orders from this dude?
As soon as Tarkin just says Vader enough, I mean Vader bows down like a puppy, you know?
My son asked me the same thing. I have a 9-year-old son. He was like, because he's only used to Darth Vader being Darth Vader. And he's like, why is he listening to this old guy? And I was like, I've kind of always thought that too. So we went back and watched the Lucas commentary. And he said some really weird things, and I wrote them down. He said that Vader at this point, this is a quote. He said he was supposed to be a, quote, pathetic character and, quote, a shadow of his former self. And he was, quote, pushed around by bureaucrats. So at this point of his life, he was like, it was almost like he was putting Vader out to pasture in his mind, which doesn't make any sense with what happens in the next episode.
I think that Vader probably has a lot of respect for what Tarkin is and his role. I mean, Tarkin, I don't think is above Vader. I don't even know what Vader's military rank would be. But if you watch the Clone Wars episode, Anakin Skywalker has a lot of respect for Tarkin and his views at that time in terms of sort of a military-based government and the sort of limits as to what the Jedi can do. So yeah, I just think, and also Vader and him have been working together for 20-odd years constructing this Death Star. They worked, side by side the whole time. So I think he has a respect for Tarkin, and I think Tarkin probably has a little bit of respect for Vader.
Go back to Matt.
I'm having too hard to do it again. But yeah, I can't do it again.
That was great.
Funny part is, I do that almost every episode, but no one's ever seen it before.
All right, let's take a trivia.
Episode's better.
Yeah, let's take a trivia
question.
Chris, are you ready?
Bring it.
Ugh. You ready?
Yes.
Get right up in the camera. Get right up in the grill. And show those people what you got.
Don't tempt me, motherfucker.
Oh, you're taking it down. Don't take it down. Who knows what you're going to do with it.
What the hell are you doing?
Ready.
There you go. Oh.
He's going freestyle. He's going Blair Witch on you. Okay. All right, here's your question. No chance in hell you know this, just to let you know. But this is from episode 1.
Listening.
Random question.
Mm-hmm.
How many wives did Ki-Adi-Mundi have?
Oh, cake.
A1, B5, C4, or D3?
Well, he has the same amount of wives that I have. I will say 3.
You're going with 3?
I'm going with 3.
Answer? All right, well, let's see if you're right. I'm sorry, Chris, that's incorrect. He had 5 wives, of course.
Shit, I forgot about the other 2 whores.
Wait, is this Ki-Adi-Mundi? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the conehead guy.
How can he be married? I thought marriage was forbidden in the Jedi Order.
I don't know. I just see Han Solo peeking up behind us. Show Han Solo. Peeking.
Ready?
Yeah, ready? Move it up.
You guys are doing it.
Yeah, what's going on in the podcast?
It's going pretty good.
What's going on over on the other side of these posters?
It's pretty good. I've been in Endurance 5 is not going to happen, so I'm apologizing. And Tim, you're an asshole.
This is the worst podcast I ever heard in my life. Nice going. Nice going, Chris. All right, so we didn't get a point on that one.
Nice. Thanks.
5. You know what? One for
1-1.
each. There you go.
Oh, well.
You got more fascinating facts on Tarkin? I could use a nap.
Timmy, are you almost done?
Well, we're almost done. We're almost done with Tarkin's life.
It's on page 5.
Yeah, I mean, it took about two decades for the Death Star to be completed. So then all the events happen in Episode 4. We see Tarkin in all his glory, and then we see the place get blown up.
What?
End of story.
He dies?
He dies. He dies.
He dies?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
He dies. After his death, the thing is, the Death Star was supposed to be this top secret weapon. No one was supposed to know about it. So after its destruction, the Empire actually tried to cover up all evidence of his existence, and they even came up with a false story about how Tarkin died. And they said Tarkin died in a shuttle crash at the Talan shipyards. And his wife was royally upset with the rebels. She blamed the rebels and sought vengeance upon them. I don't know exactly how she tried to exact that vengeance. I'm not sure if that story was written, but she did erect a gigantic memorial to Tarkin.
Okay, never mind.
On his planet.
I was getting excited there for a second, too. What a disappointment.
Sector. So that's it. Tarkin's dead.
Yeah! I mean, what?
Well, what about, the destruction of the Death Star, that whole scene?
Yes.
I was watching it very closely, and I mean, in doing stuff for the show, you notice things, I guess, that you don't notice because you're, nitpicking. But they're getting closer, and they keep showing those screens that has, the countdown on it. Those numbers never match what the person is shouting out as far as 30 minutes until the moon is cleared, and it never matches what they're saying, and at times it goes up. The clock has time added to it.
I've never noticed that.
It's really weird, and I was looking at and there's this impending attack, and things are getting very hairy. Tarkin never seems like he has any idea what's going on. I mean, I don't know that Peter Cushing even knew what was going on at all. He was in 2 rooms. He was in that briefing room and the room with the screen on it. Do you think he had any idea what was even being filmed? Do you think he knew what Star Wars was? He seemed like he was just...
They told him it was
there.
some kind of World War II movie, a reimagining of World War II. That's why the uniforms are different.
Yeah.
Well, and Vader leaves, and he's... getting on a ship and stuff, and they basically leave him alone in that room. And the clock is never matching. He never really seems to be upset or like he's in peril. The guy even comes and asks if he wants his shuttle to be there for evacuation, and it just blows up. There's never any reaction. And I found out later in listening to this commentary that whole thing of the rebels attacking the Death Star was added afterwards. So they weren't supposed to be in danger. He wasn't playing it as if he was in danger because that was all added after the fact. So that's why none of that stuff matches. That's what they said on the commentary.
Huh. So what
was that, Dave?
Could you repeat that, please?
None of that stuff with the rebels being attacked was supposed to be in the movie, or the Death Star being attacked. Lucas commentary says that the Death Star, going to blow up was added later. So he had shots of Tarkin just kind of standing around, which he re-edited with the battle to make it look, like it was all part of it. But that's why none of that stuff matches. And I never knew that.
And I could have went the rest of my life without knowing that.
Yeah, I don't even know how to comment on that. That's strange.
Yeah, the voice is saying at 7 minutes, they'll be in range. And the clock is ticking down 20, 19, 18. When it says there are 3 minutes in range, it's clicking down 16, 15 seconds. At 1 minute in range, it's counting down 10, 9 seconds. It never matches.
Oh my God! Did you steal Tim's notes? What are you doing?
I noticed it, and I thought it was weird because they're calling out numbers that don't match what's on the screen, and it was only because it wasn't even supposed to happen.
I don't think this whole conversation for the past 5 minutes was supposed to happen.
I'm confused. Yeah. I just assumed he was just supremely confident in the invulnerability of the Death Star, that he was just like, there's no way they can destroy us.
Well, that's the way I always took it, seeing it over all these years. But I don't know if I take it that way anymore.
I always thought that he can hold his lip really coolly. I'm always thinking.
Really coolly.
That's what my notes say right here, Tim. Okay.
Can I see that again? What did you actually have letterhead notes and everything? What do you put, like, what character we're doing, an episode
here.
number?
Look at this.
My God,
Look
you
at
guys
this.
are dorks.
These are my notes.
All right, let's do another trivia question.
Oh boy.
Yes, please.
All right, let's do one
Anything.
for Jeff. Jeff M.
Jeff
Yeah.
McGee?
Yeah,
Yes.
Good.
Jeff
McGee.
contributes a lot to the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yes,
Him
he does.
involved.
Jeff,
The trivia!
trivia.
He's ready.
All right, Jeff. Let's see what we got for Jeff. Let me see. Talk amongst yourselves.
Tim, you wearing pants,
I got
Tim?
nothing to say to any of these guys.
No.
Tim's pantless, everybody out there.
Let's see it. Come on, stand up. Stand
Prove
up.
it, Tim.
Stand
No,
up.
I'm wearing pants.
Aww.
Oh.
Sorry.
Do you have
ladies.
a long lens or short lens?
Oh God! What?
Oh my God! I saw belly.
I can see
There's
your
no
belly.
one that needed to see that. Oh my God!
Man, look at Jeff McGee. Oh my
someone
God!
just called me Porkins.
Someone wants you to take
Grievous.
your pants off, Tim. Tim Porkins.
Not that big. Oh, it hurts.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Are you ready?
All right, Jeff. This is for Jeff. I saw Jeff wrote if it's a prequel question, you're in trouble. And guess what, Jeff? It's an episode 3 question.
Ooh.
And here it is. So
False.
I'll give you your choices afterwards. What elevator were Anakin and Obi-Wan traveling on in their mission to save the Chancellor?
It's a damn good question.
Was it elevator 65000? B, elevator 1138? C, elevator 911? Or D, elevator 31174? At this point, I would assume you're just picking a random letter, but if you want them again, I'll give them to you. I told you these were hard.
These are good Lord. Yep, someone said good Lord.
But it levels the playing field.
It does. Holy crap.
He's thinking.
He's thinking.
He says it's B.
B, final answer.
All right, B,
Final
final
answer.
answer. We're going with B. And it is incorrect.
Aw.
Incorrect.
It was 31174.
Right next door to 31175.
So the score remains 1-1. Yeah, nobody would have got that.
I would have gotten it.
These questions are
I'm
hard.
so glad I programmed the
Yeah.
scoreboard to go up to like 20 on each side. It's been really helpful so far. That's some good planning on my part.
The final score is going to be 2-1.
2-1. Tim, are you done?
Well, I just have some info on Cushing and
On page
the
6.
different actors that played him. As we all know, Tarkin was played by Peter Cushing. Originally, the role of Tarkin was supposed to be a minor role. He wasn't supposed to be in it too much, but with subsequent drafts, Lucas decided to increase the role. And he really increased it when he decided that Vader was going to be a masked villain. So he wanted to have someone that was going to be a strong counterpart to Vader, that you could actually see his face, and also to be the face of the Empire. So that's really what Tarkin's role is in Star Wars. Is he's to be the face of the Empire in lieu of the Emperor in this film.
How old was Cushing when he made this movie? Anyone know?
Cushing would have been 62, 63.
Carried a one.
That's
bringing
it?
over,
He's only 62 when he
Yep.
is? Whoa.
He was
That's a
born in
hard-looking
19
62.
I was gonna
He
say
was born in
looks a lot older.
1913. 1913 he was born. Well, he has kind of a sad story. His wife passed away in 1971, and she was like kind of like his entire life, and he was completely distraught by her death. He actually had a role and I didn't write down the name of the movie, where he was supposed to play someone's father, and when he arrived on set, he had lost so much weight as a result of his wife's death that they had to change him from being the father of the main girl in the movie, being his grandfather, to being her grandfather. So yeah, he really took it hard when his wife died. So that's partly why he looked so gaunt. He just missed her so much. He was in depression. There was an interview with Richard LaParmentier where he sort of comments on that, where Cushing would, talk about his wife at any moment he could. So it's a really sad story with Cushing.
Oh, good job. You brought an otherwise fun night down to a level that none of us are, willing to go on with the show now. Good job, Tim.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know on the night that his wife died, Cushing. This is kind of interesting because it's just the logic behind it is kind of strange. Cushing tried to kill himself on the night that his wife died.
Jesus Christ!
What?
But no, I'm not saying it's funny. I'm just saying it's interesting and the
No,
logic
it's
behind it
not
because
funny,
he
but
was
I don't-
running up and down the stairs. He was running up and down his stairs, trying to induce a heart attack. That was his method for trying to commit suicide. It obviously didn't work because we see him in Star Wars and Top Secret.
Well, I'm
Holy
glad
crap.
that we actually have people listening, so now maybe they have a deeper appreciation for what I actually go through to make the show somewhat listenable when I cut all this stuff that Tim throws in here that we just don't need or want to know for every episode. Oh,
I'm just giving you a little bit of.
oh my God, Darth
little
Ricky.
bit of-
Tim, can you run some stairs for us now? That was awesome.
So,
Wow. I
what
think
else
we
you
need
want
a
to know?
trivia
I got
question.
some more notes.
We got a trivia
I
question.
think we
to break
need a
this up.
trivia question, and then you
All
can,
right.
can
Man.
continue. Chris, it's your turn.
No, I already went.
Whose turn is it? Matt's turn.
All right.
Matt, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. I'm going to tell you that this is from episode 4, A New Hope, and here's your question.
I've seen that one.
Who said to Princess Leia, quote, "I care," end quote? Was it A,
Luke
Obi-Wan
Skywalker.
Kenobi, B, Luke? You're going with B?
Yep.
And that, of course, is correct.
All right.
Oh my God!
And the panelists
It's
take,
kicking ass.
yes.
No one else knew that up there.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
tough
man.
one.
Yeah.
Oops.
It
That's
was
the wrong
a
score.
random.
Hey,
Yep,
Good.
I got it.
Yeah,
I
get
got
that
it. It's
too.
all good. It's all
Keep
good.
that
Calm
down.
down.
I'm just hitting random selections, and that came up. So don't anybody think that anything.
shenanigans. No, that was
No.
a
That
trick.
was
Question
way
is. Those are
easy.
your question.
Yeah. I'll even admit
We're
that
on the
was way
level
easy.
here.
Who played Han Solo is in the next question. So get ready.
All right, Tim, what else are you going to say about these actors?
Grandma Tarkin killed 4 young children on a bus, and all. So that was kind of sad.
No, we were
Uh,
we were talking about Stephen Stanton earlier. Stephen Stanton is the voice of him on the Clone Wars, and you kind of mentioned all the nice things that he has done. But I was sort of found it kind of interesting. Stephen Stanton has actually worked in the visual effects field on a lot of films that I think we all like. I'm pretty sure we all like. He worked in special effects on like Batman Returns and Cliffhanger, and Chris's favorite Arnold movie, Last Action Hero.
Oh my God, Jack Slater, yes.
But he also worked along with Phil Tippett from the Star Wars ILM staff on several movies like Starship Troopers, Armageddon, and Hollow Man.
Hello, man.
And I did
The Kevin
see
Bacon
one of his
vehicle?
earliest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Kevin Bacon's. Yeah. And I saw on IMDb that he actually worked on one of my all-time favorite bad movies, Reform Schoolgirls from 1986.
Tim, do you ever watch that movie Alone?
I don't know that movie, but I think I love it.
You've never seen Reform Schoolgirls?
Nope,
With
but
Sybil
it
Danning?
sounds like it's right up my alley.
It was one of those movies you would see on USA up all night. But yeah, no, Steven Stanton, yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. All the stuff that he does and the signing for free and the interviews I've heard on other shows, he just seems like a pretty straight up guy, pretty good ambassador for Star Wars overall.
That's a major bonus plus when they sign for free. I mean, some people charge an arm and a leg and don't care about the fan, but this guy's always on Facebook talking to the fans, loving them, signing for autographs. I love that guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody out there is listening, if you just went on Facebook and found the guy, I mean, he'll put you on his thing, and he seems to be interested in the Star Wars community, if you want to call it that. Like anybody that has a Star Wars website or something cool that they're doing, he seems to promote pretty much anybody's stuff. So seems like a nice guy. All right, who we picking here? We got to pick another chat room person.
Oh, I was gonna say I think it's you on this side, Dave. But let's see who we got.
It is. Let's go with Dave, not Dave.
Yeah. All right.
Dave, not Dave. Let's pick Dave, not Dave. And I'll tell Dave, not Dave this. His question is from Return of the Jedi. And here it goes. Where is it? His question is this. What was Salacious Crumb? What was Salacious Crumb? Was he A, a blurg?
A Muppet.
B, a wart? C, a rockwort? Or D, a Kowakian monkey lizard?
I love that name, though. That's my new nickname for my wife.
Bill has a good one. A Fraggle. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. He's doing final answer D. And Dave, not Dave, has tied the score.
Oh, shit. I forgot I have the scoreboard here.
Nicely done.
Nice
Dave,
job.
not Dave. A Kowakian monkey lizard. You know that, Chris?
I did. I can spell that too for you.
Oh, yeah?
Please do.
Okay.
Can I see the book? That was awesome.
What else you got, Tim? You got anything else?
Shit, dude. Trivia's down to you, Dave. Trivia hangs on your shoulders. Rests on your shoulders.
We could, once Tim's done yapping, we could even do a few more.
I gotta work. I gotta work
everybody.
tomorrow. I can't wait that long.
We got some people asking to pick them, so we can even pick Devin's on there. Dev something he can do an answer.
Okay.
So he just posted he's my nephew.
Yeah.
That's called nepotism.
You know, I'm glad he clarified that. I thought it was just some young boy that lived with you when I was visiting last week, and I was getting a little worried, and I was about to call someone.
No, he came up. He always comes up during the summer for a week. Can he hear this?
If he's watching the podcast, yes, he can. Chris, whatever your name is.
Eats all of our food. Chows down 5 bowls of cereal. Takes massive shits in the toilet. Clogs it up. So I had Hurricane Devin and Irene up here for the past week.
That's nice.
That is very nice.
All right, Tim,
That's
share
so
us
true.
some
You're supposed
last
to say
facts
true.
about, or whatever you got left on Tarkin.
Yeah, what
Well,
do you
the
got, Tim?
last fact has to do for with the figure collectors and things. There was no Tarkin figure ever created in the vintage line, the original line, not even in the Power of the Force. Kenner had planned to do a Tarkin figure after the Power of the Force line in '86. They were going to start a new line called the Epic Continues, and I didn't know about this until actually today. It was Kenner was going to create a whole new storyline for Star Wars taking place after Return of the Jedi. And in the Kenner storyline for this figure line, they were going to have a Tarkin figure, but it was going to be Tarkin had escaped from the Death Star, was not killed, and he took over the Empire after the Emperor was killed. The storyline obviously was rejected by Lucasfilm, and the toy line never never took hold and was never created. He did not get his first action figure until Power of the Force 2 line in 1997.
Is that what I just had in my hand, Timmy?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. And there's
1997.
There's also another Tarkin action figure that came with some stairs, and you can pretend you're running up and down the stairs. Trying to.
And it came with a noose as well.
Funny, but mean.
It came with a noose and some drugs.
And a picture.
See, now I didn't go that far.
No, who won the war? Is where you went.
I was giving you a little background on the man. Here you go.
Death by stairs.
Is that all you got, Tim?
There you got, Tim?
That is all I'm going to give you.
So according to your research, the actors that played him were Peter Cushing, Wayne Pygram, and Steve Stanton. No one else.
Well, I mean, those are the main ones. There was a guy on the radio drama.
Okay.
Several guys played him on video games, but those are the three. Are the three main ones.
I thought King Curtis would have gotten a mention since he's pretty big in the '80s, and he had a big role on Cheers that I think we all enjoyed.
I couldn't. What else has he done? I saw his name, but I'm not
done a
familiar
lot
with
of
his
stuff.
work.
But he was Sam's. He owned the restaurant on top of Cheers in like the later seasons of Cheers. That's probably where if you never heard the radio dramas, you'll probably recognize him from that most likely.
I entered his name in on IMDb. I must have typed it in wrong because nothing came up. So I just didn't include him because I wasn't sure who he was and I didn't have any background on him.
He's one of those actors that if you grab a picture of him, you'll recognize him right away, and you may not ever place him in what you saw him from, but it's just one of those guys you recognize.
Yeah, and really that Star Wars radio drama is awesome. I'm with you, Matt, on those radio dramas. They're really good.
Yep.
I apologize for not including him. I just couldn't find any information on that actor.
Okay.
I went him up. So thank you for giving us that back.
All right, now I won't rip on you too bad this time.
He said thank you.
He said thank you.
He said thank you, Matt, for
That's
doing
true.
my job.
That doesn't happen often, so you're welcome, Tim.
That doesn't happen at all.
I'm glad we could have this moment together for everyone to witness.
Yes.
That's a callback from something no one heard. That's funny.
That's right. I'm going to take my question here, if that's okay with you guys.
Good.
Yes,
And let me see here.
Chewbacca
Here's my
said it's
question.
time for trivia in the chat room.
Chewbacca.
Oh, he did? Okay. This is going to be rough. What did Wicket do that got him banished from all Ewok rituals?
Oh.
Well,
here are
we
my
discussed this
choices.
earlier. He whacked off in the chocolate fountain at the Festival of Love.
That's right. Who hasn't?
I got, he set fire to a sacred amulet. He spoke out against Logray, who was practicing dark rituals.
Tim, put that glass down. Is that a Star Trek glass?
It's my spot glass.
Oh, my God. Blasphemy. What the hell?
Ah.
Matt,
Say
can you
blasphemy?
take his camera off?
Oh, you know what? I
Can you take
had
his
something.
camera
I had something prepared for Tim. Let's see if I still have it. Yeah, I do.
Yes. I didn't get that. I'm shocked.
Put the Star Trek glass behind the bubble.
God damn you.
You jerk. What are my other choices? He endangered the Ewok temple by letting blurgs stampede through it, and he accidentally turned Chief Chirpa's hair pink while trying to perform a rain ritual. Are you kidding me?
I think that was the Blu-ray. Blu-ray edition.
All right. These are all dumb. I'm going to go with B. He spoke out against Logray for something or other. And I can't even read the rest. I got it right.
Oh, got it right.
It was B.
Oh,
It was B. He spoke out against Logray.
So I
Who was
need to change the score.
practicing dark rituals. Yeah, we took the lead.
Take that, chat.
That's right. I know everything about Wicket and dark rituals and Ewoks.
Look at Tim yawning.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Nerf herder said no.
Everyone.
Jeff's calling shenanigans again.
Everyone, Everyone, look at Tim and post something nasty about Tim. Ready, go. I love that.
Tim, you're a handsome fella.
You are. My daughter has a thicker mustache.
That's just.
Someone put a nice lamp.
That's
Oh
good.
my God, Tim, you pig!
I love that. Let's just look at that.
Oh.
Let's take a look at these pictures. You guys, you pulled up a whole backdrop. You assembled a backdrop. You even got that little bonus Harrison Ford up there. My wife and I put this together. Now this is for several things doing it in Neozaz. So, but we'll say that a third of it's for this, and then Tim's got a lamp and a rocking chair.
Way to go, Tim.
Yeah.
And a spot
Well,
glass.
I got a Who poster back there,
Okay.
but you can't really see that.
Who's back there?
But
Who?
it's a Star Warsy Who poster.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's Star Warsy. And a Star Trek glass. And
Tim, it's blasphemy.
Are we doing another trivia question for the chat, or want to have Matt do it? Okay.
We can go through again.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you know what I can do?
Around?
I can
Let's
do. I can play the credits quick, and then we can. Actually, you know what? I can do that in the post edit, so we can just run this out however you want. It doesn't matter.
okay. Well, let's give one to. Let's see. I like Nerf Herder. Nerf Herder 93. So let's see if Nerf Herder can get this right. This is an episode 1 question.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's good or bad for Nerf Herder. I know for me it would be horrendous, but we're gonna see if Nerf Herder can tie this baby up with this question. How many fingers do Gungans have on each hand?
Oh.
Is it A 4, B 3, C 6, or D 5?
You suck my battleship.
How many fingers on each hand do Gungans have?
No, he's thinking.
You still thinking?
He's still thinking.
Mm-hmm. We got A.
There it is. A, he said.
He's saying A. A is his answer. 4. I shouldn't say he. It could be a lady. That's correct.
Yay!
Nerf Herder.
Nerf Herder knows his fingers.
I gotta admit, with
Or hers.
Ncan and Nigel, man, the chat room questions are pretty freaking tough, man. It's
Yes, they are.
not been
They are.
fair. Mine was way too easy.
Yours was easy,
I agree with that.
but Nerf Herder has come through.
He's awesome.
Very nice.
Very nice.
All right, let's see what's next here. We might as well just keep going with this.
Bang him out.
People seem to like the trivia. Either that or people are just happy Tim's done talking.
Yeah, I know. I'm on that boat.
It's a big ass boat.
Look at Tim. Tim. Poor Tim.
Poor Tim.